Wow, Don't Look Up's take on an apocalyptic movie is not only really refreshing, it is also guaranteed to put a chill down your spine. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Netflix's brand new movie released, Don't Look Up, which is a science fiction comedy drama satire movie that also does have little aspects of a documentary feel to it as well, and looks at what humans would do and how they would react if they heard that a comet is going to crash down on the Earth in 6 months' time. Now this movie is full of superstars, and then on top of that it has some wicked cameo appearances as well, and it's really great as it really does focus, like I said, on the human reaction to this situation instead of focusing on a bit of a space mission set in an apocalyptic situation. So it's really different and really great because of that, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So this movie starts off with an astronomy graduate and her professor discovering that a comet is going to crash land on the Earth in 6 months' time and cause absolute extinction. They try to go to the White House to try and get them to do something about this, but unfortunately get battered off by them, and then try to warn the people themselves on a morning TV show, and then result in becoming a bit of an internet meme and sensation, and then the film explores what on earth is going to happen next. Now this film is really fascinating, like I said before, as it really focuses on the human and the psychology and the societal impact of this situation. So for example, it looks at the super rich and entitled self-interested people and how they're going to exploit this situation for their own personal and individual gains. It also looks at the group of society that they are able to manipulate and that will just listen and abide by everything that these people in power tell them to do. It will also look at the other group of society that will rebel against this and that actually do believe the fact that the comet is going to crash land on Earth. It looks at another group of people that are just going to absolutely deny the fact that the comet is coming. It's just so fascinating. And then on top of that, it looks at social media and the media and how all of this is just going to mesh together and really cause absolute chaos for the entire globe. I just think is really fascinating. Now from a positives point of view, like I said, this movie blends together comedy and drama really well. At certain moments you're just really shocked and your jaw will be on the floor with what you're seeing in this movie. However, other moments you just won't be able to stop laughing as they are just brilliantly meshing these two aspects together. The cast and characters in this movie are just absolutely awesome. They've got such a brilliant ensemble cast and they play all of their performances so well. Some of them are truly award-winning, and I'm sure this movie will be winning loads of awards as it did get a short theatrical release as well, so is now entitled to be able to be in different categories. Also, it is really chilling as you get to see the real influence of really rich entitled people as well as the media, and also how the rich people are able to influence the media, and in turn how the media is really able to cause absolute spin and chaos as well to society at large. I feel like that aspect is really powerful, and also the impact on the stock price and how people in firms only really care about the stock prices and what impact this is going to have on society as well. It's also really refreshing as this is a slightly different take on an Armageddon situation as it really explores people. I mean, of course it does have a little bit of a space mission aspect to it, but by and large it really is looking at how this is impacting loads of different society members. And also the fact that they were able to film this movie during the COVID pandemic, I just think is a massive achievement in and of itself. However, from a negatives point of view, there are definitely some pacing issues in this movie. So for example, in the beginning of this film, it is really slow, and then it does go up and down in terms of your enjoyment and how hooked you are onto the actual storyline. But you know, all in all, I feel like they were definitely able to communicate the message that they wanted to with this narrative. So the cast and characters in Just Look Up are absolutely excellent and absolutely sensational, and their performances are likewise really great. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Leonardo DiCaprio, who is truly incredible in this movie as the really passionate professor. He really does become a bit of an internet sensation himself, and you can literally see Leonardo's heart and soul in this movie as his performances, especially when he's on the morning TV shows, are absolutely phenomenal. His rant on his own on the morning TV show was absolutely epic. Leonardo absolutely nailed it, and it just literally makes you feel so still. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio also did have a lot of influence on the script himself, And I feel like this was probably for a good reason, as he was really able to shape a really great narrative for this character, and he just leads the movie really, really well. We also have his co-lead, Jennifer Lawrence, who is playing the hot-headed graduate, who is equally really, really passionate about communicating the message that this comet is going to crash land onto the Earth. However, with this character, you can really see how the media are really able to spin a person's reputation, as she becomes a bit of an internet meme and she suffers from a lot of online trolling due to her really fiery TV personality. And I just feel like Jennifer Lawrence plays this aspect so well, and I feel like some of the cast members in this movie, they really are pulling from their real life personas, which I just think is absolutely hilarious. I feel like selecting Meryl Streep for the president is an absolute stroke of genius, as she just plays that role so well, just really, really entitled, really, really dismissive, and really, really self-interested as well. I feel like that was absolutely wicked. Also, selecting Jonah Hill to play her really bratty and annoying son / chief of staff in the White House was another great move, and he is absolutely awesome in this movie, and he has some really, really hilarious scenes as well, as do a lot of the other characters. Also, what this character does in terms of the last time that you see him is just such good social commentary on how people are absolutely obsessed with social media at the moment. We also have Ariana Grande, who just plays a bigger version of herself in this film, and they really do mock this character as well, but just done in a really, really tasteful way. We also have Rylance, who is playing this world's version of Steve Jobs, who is a CEO billionaire of a company called Bash, and his algorithm and his tech company causes absolute chaos and carnage in this movie. And they also look at how arrogant certain characters like this are. We also have Cate Blanchett and Tyler Perry, who are absolutely hilarious as well, as trying to have those morning TV show type personalities that are always really, really light, trying to make a light situation of even something that's quite heavy. And I feel like they are absolutely wicked. Cate Blanchett in particular has a really big role in this movie, and they really, really do make fun of Kelly Ripa's personality and TV show appearance as well. And we also have Timothee Chalamet, fresh off the set of Dune, and he's playing a very different type of character that has a little bit of a romantic interest with Jennifer Lawrence's character. And so all in all, from a cast and characters point of view, they are absolutely awesome. And like I said, there are also some special cameo appearances in this movie, which is absolutely brilliant. So from a visuals point of view, the fact that they were even able to pull this movie off during the COVID pandemic with this incredible cast and with the ambitious storyline that they were telling in this movie, I honestly think is just absolutely incredible. It's super, super believable, and all of the set pieces are really, really great. Like I said, the morning TV show is just really, really great. It's also really interesting to see behind the scenes of what happens on a morning TV show. Obviously, we have Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon leading the way in their own version of that space. But in this movie, it's really, really well done. And also, like I said, the fact that there is a comet that is going to explode the Earth, I feel like all of those aspects from a visual point of view are absolutely awesome. The final few moments in this movie in particular are really spectacle based and look absolutely wonderful. The final few words as well that Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence's characters, the things that they say are just so profound and are also lessons that we can definitely take right now. We also have Ariana Grande singing in a bit of a concert, and we also just go to loads of different locations. So I just feel like the fact that they were able to pull this all off from a visuals point of view is just absolutely brilliant. So from a comparisons point of view, this movie is really, really unique in what it's trying to do and the narrative that it's trying to tell. However, there definitely are other movies that you can compare it to. So for example, from a satire comedy drama point of view, I think it is a little bit similar to The French Dispatch, Mainstream, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And of course, this movie is a little bit of an apocalyptic movie. So from that point of view, I would also compare it to The Independence Day, 2012, The Quake, The Wave, Extinction, Geostorm, Love and Monsters, and Day After Tomorrow. But like I said, this movie definitely does have a different spin on the apocalyptic scenario. So overall, with Don't Look Up, like I said, this movie does have a bit of a slow start and it does suffer from a bit of pacing issues. But by the end of this movie, it totally won me over. By the way, there are some post-credit scenes, so definitely stick around for those. But like I said, you know, from a cast and characters point of view, they are absolutely wonderful in this movie. I really like the fact that it balances comedy and drama so well, and was an interesting new spin in terms of really focusing on society in an apocalyptic situation, which is really, really great. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.